Hey there, this is Deathstarkiller, and have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? This video is going out on the Film Network Ireland channel, but these and more are also available on my channel, Deathstarkiller. There'll be a link there if you're on PC, or maybe along here, and in the description. On to the reviews. Nightride. The one-shot films seem to be getting more popular. This is actually the second one released so far this year. Boiling Point with Stephen Graham was in cinemas in January. Whether actually done in one shot like Victoria or Boiling Point, or like 1917 where they hid a few cuts, they are almost always impressive. The movie itself should always entertain though, and not just get by on impressing people with how hard it may have been to make it. Luckily, Nightride does. Set over a few hours one night in Belfast, Mo Dunford's character Budge is trying to do one last big drug deal so he can get out of the business with his girlfriend. Okay, it's not exactly original stuff, and it does suffer from being almost entirely set in Budge's car as he drives around and makes and takes phone calls. That's practically the whole movie. Credit must go to Mo Dunford here, as thanks to a good performance, he kept me interested. And I wanted to know how he was going to get out of the increasingly tense situation he was in. Check it out. Available on Netflix, and actually Boiling Point was added there just last week. X. Director Ty West, or is it T West? Let's go with Ty. Director Ty West is well known in the indie horror world, with some minor hits like The Innkeepers and House of the Devil. I've been looking forward to this for a while thanks to it being an A24 production and getting an actual cinema release. Set in 1979, a small film crew head to a remote farm where they rent a lodge to shoot a porn film, without the owner's permission of course. Did they choose the wrong location? We'll find out. Unfortunately, thanks to a great setup in the first half, I was expecting more than the fairly standard slasher movie it becomes. As slashers are generally about the scares and the kills and the near escapes, for me they were mostly basic in this, or just done better elsewhere. Overall though, thanks to some good performances, a good atmosphere, a perfect 70s look and soundtrack, and a satisfying ending, I did enjoy this. X is currently in cinemas. Do you like movies? Is that why you're watching this? By the way, the reason I say movies all the time instead of film is because there's no extra U in movie, whereas there is in film when I say film. 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 If I really concentrate, film. 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 Do you want to see a film? I lost my train of thought. Do you like movies? Then check out the Film Network Ireland Rap Chat podcast. It's available on Headstuff Plus, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere you can get your podcast fix. Back to the reviews. Black Crab. Set in a near-future war-torn Sweden, Noomi Rapace has lost track of her teenage daughter, and like most people has been forced to become a soldier. Thanks to some past ice skating skills, she is sent along with 4 others on a possible suicide mission to deliver unknown canisters a few hundred miles across the ice. The idea of a few soldiers ice skating across the country seems silly, and it seems like it would look silly, but this movie is so bleak, it doesn't. This is extremely bleak stuff. Devastation is everywhere. People killing each other for food and supplies, deserters hung from bridges, and with what's happening in part of the world at the moment, it makes it hit home even harder. While on the mission, they must deal with mistrust of each other, mistrust of their military leaders, cracking ice beneath them, enemy soldiers in front, and a Comanche attack helicopter above. The film looks fantastic and is held together by some short but great set pieces, and a strong performance by Rapace. We never find out what the war is about, or who the enemy even is, whether it's a civil war or another country. It does get a little silly towards the end, and I feel like I would have cared more if I knew a bit more about the war, but overall I'd call this a really solid watch. Black Crab is available on Netflix. So that's it for this time. So what's your favourite one-shot movie? Let me know in the comments. Of course, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and check out Film Network Ireland's site and Facebook group. See you next time.